Dr.
Yeah.
Santanu Sen.
Sir, very good evening to one and all on behalf of my party and my party's chairperson, Madam Mamata Banerjee. Sir, I would like to open my speech on the budget by flagging a very serious issue and for which I need your immediate attention and I seek your protection too. Sir, regarding censorship in Parliament. Sir, when our learned Prime Minister was speaking yesterday, not a single MP from All India Trinamool Congress or AAP or BRS or anyone was shown exercising their basic democratic right. I hope today at least I won't be censored in the same way. Sir, yesterday it was worse than any emergency of 5 decades ago to me, sir. Sir, unfortunately the presentation of this budget...
Honorable member, I would urge you to use the words carefully. Censor an emergency. Perhaps you have not lived during that period. And what is censor?
That time I was not born, sir.
Yes. But let me tell you, don't compare emergency with anything.
Okay, sir.
It has been the darkest period of Indian history. Darkest period. And also censorship. These words are
Sir, I haven't
deleted.
seen...
Please go ahead, go ahead.
Sir, I haven't seen those days, but I am seeing these days at least.
Doctor,
Unfortunately,
you will make a good point by focusing on your substance.
Sir, unfortunately, the presentation of this budget, it has coincided with an explosion of probably the biggest financial scam ever. And our learned Prime Minister, while speaking for 3 hours in both the houses, he hardly found any time to speak on this issue, sir. Sir, I don't think only empty speeches will take away the fear from the mind of the people, sir. Our party demanded, as before, Supreme Court monitored investigation, and others demanded we have already put forward. Sir, I was listening to our learned finance minister while replying in Lok Sabha in television. Sir, I have heard her talking about Bengal. I don't know why she is bearing so much hatred for our state of West Bengal, sir. Sir, I have seen her showing some photographs. Sir, yesterday the opposition MPs were not allowed to show any photographs. I don't know whether there is any exception for the minister or not. She was talking about Bengal. It was absolutely an anti-Bengali sentiment, sir. She took the name of Madam Mamata Banerjee as well. She was talking about GST compensation regarding Lok Sabha during her reply. Sir, Madam must be knowing very well, much more than me. Sir, GST compensation was payable for the period of 2017 to 2022. Since the finalization of account is done by AG, after the end of the financial year, initially the compensation is calculated on gross revenue and not on the net revenue, sir. It is only after the finalization of accounts that AG determines the actual gap between the protected revenue and the actual revenue, and then only Government of India releases the due compensation on net basis, if any. For West Bengal, so far compensation has been paid on net basis for only 2 years, 2017-18 and 18-19. For the rest of the periods, that is 1920, 2021 and 2022, the period until the period of 1st April 2022 till 30th June 2022, compensation has been released based on gross revenue. If net revenue is considered, the Government of India owes West Bengal 2,409 crore for the due rest of the period, sir. AG is yet to finalize the account for the rest of the period as stated. Sir, to me, the budget is not at all futuristic. It is absolutely an opportunistic rhetoric, and it has turned blind eye to the plight of the common people, sir. Sir, this budget doesn't speak about rising inflation. In top 7 cities, housing rentals increased by 20 to 25%. Fall of global crude oil price, but there is a sharp rise of petrol and diesel, sir. Only exception was there just few days before the UP election. Sir, LPG price is still more than 1100 rupees per cylinder. Sir, the price of a substance which was 100 rupees during 1960, it has become 7,800 in 2022. In December 2022, year-over-year inflation rate was 5%, sir. Sir, our learned finance minister was talking about inclusive development with a 38% budget cut for minority schemes, sir. If we consider premature scholarship, pre-matric scholarship for minorities, it has been slashed down from 1425 to 433 crore. Budget for madrasas and minorities education, it has been slashed down to 10 crore from 160 crore. So far the youth development is concerned, higher education, no significant increase in the budget. School education, marginal increase. Highest employment is in last 45 years in our country. Unemployment rate in December 2022, it was 8.3%, highest in last 16 months. Rural unemployment, 7.4%. 4 crores of unemployed youth are there. More than 2 crore of women quit workforces in last 5 years, sir. So far the Narega is concerned, though it is the largest social welfare scheme, we can remember the PM's comment about Narega, ये तो माटी खोदने का काम है. It was 2.51% of GDP last year. Now it has come down to 1.3% of GDP. There has been a slash down by 33%, sir. Above 60 years of age, employment in Narega is 134 lakhs. So this government has got no concern about the security of the elderly people. Wages are to be given within 15 days, sir. But funds are yet to be released. So for the state of West Bengal is concerned, it is nearly 7,000 crore. Now we are facing CAG audit, but PM Cares Fund never faces any CAG audit, sir. So for the Labour Ministry is concerned, that it was 1,693 crore earlier, which has come down to 1,321 crore. How this government is going to generate new jobs, sir? So for the pensioners are concerned, 70 lakhs pensioners are still waiting for higher pension under EPS scheme. So far rural development is concerned, it has been slashed down from 5.8% to 5.3%. Our learned finance minister was talking about reaching the last mile, but census exercise which was supposed to be conducted in 2021 has been postponed till September 2023 without any reason, without showing any reason, which is leading to devastating effects in implementation of the welfare projects, sir. The fund has been slashed down from 3676 crore to 1564 crore, sir. Sir, so far food subsidy is concerned, I think in this case our Prime Minister, learned Prime Minister is following what he has said, na khaunga na khane dunga. Sir, I am a doctor, I must say a few words about health. Our budget has hardly got any importance so far the health sector is concerned. We didn't get any lesson when we have seen the dead bodies were floating in the river during COVID. There are funerals on the banks of the river. We have seen WHO and Lancet criticizing India for COVID handling, but we got no lesson, sir. Apparently, it seems to be an increase in the budget, but if you consider with the inflation, actually it's a decrease in the budget, sir. Out-of-pocket expenditure, highest amongst the BRIC countries, it is more than 53.2%, sir. There is a slash down by 5% in the Ayushman Bharat. I urge upon our minister, please follow the Shastro Shati project of our state of Bengal, which not only gives 100% free health delivery to the people of the Bengal, it speaks about women empowerment by providing the card in the name of the lady of the family, sir. Sir, government has also not announced any measure to help end the 80 to 85% import in the medical sectors. No importance to the reports given by the standing committee, sir. Sir, Madam, learned minister was speaking about sickle cell anemia, but no specific head has been declared. She was talking about opening up new nursing colleges, but still India is facing scarcity of doctors. So for PM Jan Arogya Yojana is concerned, sir, in 2022-23, allocation was 6412 crore. Utilization was only 3115 crore, less than half of the targeted beneficiaries. So far the agriculture sector is concerned, our farmers can be run over during their movement, but the allocation is stagnant and 3.2%, sir. Though there is a rise in the price global fertilizer by more than 2000%, the fertilizer subsidy, it was 2.25 lakh crore, it has come down to 1.75 lakh crore, sir. Allocation for PM Kisan Yojana, not increased. Expenditure on agriculture, it was 3.84%, it has come down to 3.2%. No word about the crop insurance, no word about the fair price agro products. When we don't know when the farmers' incomes are going to be double, when in our state of West Bengal it has been triple. Sir, few more minutes only. So for the
Round up,
northeastern region is concerned, the budget is only 5892 crore. What is the income of our Mr. Adani, the best friend of someone of our country? He earns only in 3.6 days the amount 5892 crore. That is the whole allocation for the northeast. Meghalaya, they are suffering from this momental proportion of coal scam, you all know, sir. So for the census and surcharges are concerned, in 2011 and 12 it was 10.4%, 14 and 15 it was 13.5%, 20 to 21 it has become 19.9%. Ability of state to finance current expenditure from their own revenue, it was 69% in 1955-56 and it has become 38% in 2020. Now states are unable to levy taxes to subjects even in the state list of Schedule 7. However, states still spend 60% of the expenditure in the country, including 85%. So for the education is concerned, there is huge dropout. 3.5 million students are out of the schools, sir. But they have hardly seen any significant increase in the budget. Indian Institute of Management is only 300 crores. Sir, why don't you follow the projects of Kanyasri, Oikosri, Sabuj Sati, students' credit card that have been following in our state of West Bengal? Defense, very meager increase. Home affairs, nothing mentioned. Urban employment, they are slashed down by 30%. PM Awas Yojana. Sir, just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds, I will conclude. Sir, don't do any financial blockade for the states run by non-BJP states. And my final submission,
conclude by saying
sir, I will
that
conclude.
it was slip of tongue that the Honorable Finance Minister has hatred for anyone.
Okay, sir, okay.
So that's a slip of tongue by you.
Unliking.
I take it as such because I know you
sir,
for long.
I will say just 2 words. Nowadays we are practiced. We are listening an unparliamentary, undemocratic and anti-federal word that is double engine government.
Shri M. Mohammed Abdullah.
Lastly, when I will go back to my home, I will be asked by my daughter, what you have
You
done
made
in
your
the
point.
parliament. I know, sir, I have to say, हाल मत पूछो मेरे
Shri
करवारों का
M. Mohammed
आईने
Abdullah.
बेच रहे थे अंधेरों का शहर में. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir.